Our next guest is the chief of the West Hartford Police Department, Vernon Riddick. And Chief Riddick, good to see you here in the program.
Hey, Dennis, good to see you again. How are you?
I'm doing well. I know we've interviewed you many times over the years. We did a walking tour of the center and the town and all that, but it's good to have you here. So what is the big police news in West Hartford these days? I know when people drive through West Hartford, they see a lot of road construction in terms of those, what are they called, bollards in the middle of the road?
Yeah, the bollards.
Yeah, for pedestrians and so forth. Is that the big issue right now?
There's everything. It's traffic enforcement in West Hartford. We're doing the revitalization of the center for vehicular and pedestrian traffic. So there's a lot of things going on. And, you know, we have the world famous roundabout.
Oh, yes. We'll talk about that in a few minutes.
on King Phillip, which has garnered a lot of attention.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the speeding, first of all. And you've been to many crashes in West Hartford where speed is definitely a factor. I was at one where I noticed one of my son's friends was at the side of the road. He was a witness to one, and he said the person just ran the red light and was speeding through. How bad of a problem is speeding, and why do you think there's such an uptick across the state?
Yeah. Well, it's not just speeding. It's not a single point of failure. It's distracted driving, it's speeding, it's pedestrians who aren't paying attention, so it's all of that. And the interesting thing is with the advent of better vehicles, really sometimes people don't even realize that they're speeding because their vehicles are quiet, they're going 80 miles an hour, don't even realize it. Not an excuse, but it's a reality.
And pedestrian safety, you've had some pedestrian fatalities in the last 5 years, and I know that was one of the reasons for the bump outs to slow the traffic down. Did they appear to be working?
Yeah, it's a vision zero. I want to give credit to our town manager and our mayor. Our goal is by 2033 to have zero fatalities and serious physical injuries, to have none of those. But yes, our accidents have gone down. Our pedestrians in 2024, we had 23 accidents, and then last year we were down to 15 pedestrians.
And a last question about traffic, that roundabout, which for this small street, right, it's getting a lot of attention because people are driving through it, they're crashing into it, they're going on the grass on the side. It doesn't seem that difficult. You know, I drive it quite frequently.
Right, right.
Why are people having trouble with it?
I can't answer that. I really can't. It's on King Phillip. It's about the 200 block of King Phillip. The interesting thing is it was a four-way stop before, and when you have a four-way stop and you do have an accident, it's at a 90-degree angle. Okay. So the likelihood of a serious injury is higher. When you have the roundabout, now you're hitting on an angle and you're moving, so it is a lot safer. Why people cannot understand and fix and drive instead of go around instead of over, I don't have an answer to that.
The town of Washington and West, I mean, it's mind-boggling. It really is. The town of Washington was the first in the state to have these speed cameras. Yeah. Then Middletown picked it up. What's the latest on the situation in West Hartford? Would you like them?
Yeah, actually we got the grant, a grant through the state. It's an 18-month pilot program. We're getting ready to pick a vendor. We have an RFP that's going out, so we hope to have them on the ground by mid-summer or by early fall. And we are put in for 15 cameras.
15 cameras, and they'll be at
various intersections throughout the town. It's actually listed on the town website. So
they'll be treated like a parking ticket in a way, right? That not necessarily go to your insurance, correct?
Yeah, that is correct. It will be like a violation, a citation that will go out, either reviewed by an officer or somebody designated by the town manager to review the video.
Let's talk about the police force right now, and there seems to be a dire need for police officers in departments all across the state, including state police, who say that there aren't as many people going into the academy as in years past. Why is that?
Well, if you think about it, especially post-COVID, people are used to working remote. Yeah. There's no remote working.
No, you got to come in if you're a police officer.
You have to work holidays, weekends, odd hours. So those are things that some people might decide to do something else. But we have to get back to it's an honorable profession. The salaries have gotten a whole lot better. The benefits have gotten better. So it's something that people should be choosing to do for the right reasons, and you can do a good job for your family and yourself.
How difficult is it for you to find qualified people to serve the town of West Hartford?
We actually are doing very, very good. Post George Floyd, we had a difficulty. We're budgeted for about 132, 134. We were down 15, which is significant for us. Now we have 5 vacancies. I have to give the town manager and the mayor a ton of credit. Our salary is up to $107,000 for base pay. We have a 4-2 work schedule and a 20 and out retirement and a 2% COLA. Those are really good enticements.
I want to talk a little bit about ICE, and they've been in cities and towns across the state. Have you had any dealings with them, and do you ever get a heads up when they're going to arrest someone?
Well, that's a significant problem. ICE in Connecticut have gotten a lot better. Previous chiefs and other chiefs in the state have complained. I will give the U.S. Attorney, David Sullivan, a ton of credit. He convened a meeting last summer at his office and brought in ICE officials and the police chiefs to work out some of these things. So is it where we want it? No. Are we getting better cooperation and information than we used to get? Yes.
But as a rule, does it generally happen after the fact, or do you find out during?
No, generally it's after the fact, and there are. Listen, quite frankly, there's issues with that. Deconfliction. You have federal agencies in town, you're not aware of it. If someone gets scooped up by ICE, we don't know that. Their families are calling, as my family member missing, they get kidnapped. It just helps things work a lot better if we have that interaction and collaboration.
Want to shift gears a little bit in terms of drugs. And you had a big drug bust last week. Someone, I think they had fentanyl, a gun, cash.
Guns, cash, 2 guns actually, extended magazines. A really good grab by our community support unit, working in collaboration with the Hartford Police Department and the state police. We're working on a lot of good things. I mean, last year we seized, believe it or not, for West Hartford, I think it was 17,500 bags of fentanyl. Wow. And about 7 pounds of raw fentanyl. So it's out there, but these are collaborations, Dennis, are very, very important. It's not just us, it's state police, it's DEA, it's the FBI and occasions too, so it's very important.
Well, final question, and I was talking to the police chief in Farmington, Palma Lance a while back as he was dealing with the Mimi Torres Garcia case, which is just awful. How do you as an officer deal with just awful scenes and terrible news?
Well, we have done a lot better than we used to do. There's a famous quote by, I think it's Adrian Wright. There must be those of which we can rest our heads and weep, but yet still be considered warriors. And changing that perspective and taking that stigma away from getting help has helped tremendously. Going away from the bottle to bending your knees for faith and just reaching out for help is a true testament of an adult versus how we used to handle things in the past.
All right, well, best of luck. We appreciate your insight.
Thank you.
Chief Vernon Riddick of the West Hartford Police Department.
We'll
see you back on here again.
All right.
When we come back on This Week in Connecticut, how a sudden loss led this state representative to seek change. We'll be right back after these messages.